Welcome to another episode of OSFirstTimer. In this episode, Dinah is going to be trying out IRIX 6.5.30, which was released in 2006, and this was the last version of this Unix-based operating system. It was developed by Silicon Graphics, also known as SGI, who developed IRIX for their workstation computers, servers and supercomputers before discontinuing it in favour of Linux and going bankrupt in 2009. The first major version was IRIX 3.0 for SGI's Iris 4D series of workstations and servers in 1988. The last major version was IRIX 6.5, released in 1998, and all versions following that were just minor fixes, improvements and enhancements. This operating system can't be emulated on any modern hardware, as it only runs on obscure, difficult to emulate SGI hardware. In order to test it out, Dodoid has given us the chance to remotely connect to one of his SGI machines, so be sure to check out his channel.
Before you see the OS, you should probably know a little about the hardware it runs on. This is an SGI Octane, and back in 1997 it would have cost $40,000 US. SGI made almost every part themselves, and it's unlike anything else you've ever seen. If you want to learn more about this computer, click here to watch a video about it over on my channel.
Okay, so here we are on Dodoid's Octane. It's a remote connection, so if things are a little bit slow, that's why.
Well, that was very nice of Dodoid to lend us his computer.
Remotely.
Well.
He didn't post it.
Okay, so...
These are accounts here, none of them
Okay,
have
so
passwords.
I go here, I'm assuming, double click.
Okay, so here we are, you're on the desktop. Now your first task is, what time is it? Now you'll notice that the setup here is quite different to the setup on most operating systems.
Yeah.
The way of doing things is also a little bit different, but once you get used to it, you're used to it. You don't have to worry anymore.
Oh, look at that dumpster. I love that. That's if you've got a lot of trash. So
Now this operating system itself is 2006, it's the last version, but it doesn't really look much different to the 1998 version. So it's kind of, they didn't really update the interface, they just made it faster and enhanced it.
Well, I still can't see where the time is because it's not up here, it's not down there.
So you're going to have to open an application that has the time.
Really?
Yep.
Should just be there.
You can just put the application in the corner.
Okay, so tool chest. This is my tool chest. I've got a desktop, which I'm assuming this is. Selected, well, I haven't selected anything. Internet, well, we need the internet for remote connection. Find, well, I'm trying to find the clock. So I'll go into that. I wouldn't mind to quickly find the clock. Clock, C-L-O-C-K. Help me find the clock. Well, that's not very helpful, is it?
I think some people are going to just be laughing at you.
No. Well, this needs to go because this is not close.
It
It didn't actually quickly find or help me find the clock, so I'm not very...
For some reason, none of these things are closing. There's a certain way you close these windows and move the windows. There seems to be something wrong, so I might just log into the account he provided me with that does allow you to do that. Just note that the background now looks customized because that was me testing out how to customize the background and stuff, okay? So you've got a different background now.
Okay, and the background's already done, so that's
No,
one less task
you will
for me.
need to do that. What are you going to do next? Still trying to find this clock. Now, can
Well,
I
these
just say...
are not quick answers to common questions, so there we are.
Well, look, you've got how do I, what do I use to, like this.
Okay, how do I? No, I don't want how do I. I want...
But how do I is the official OSFirstTimer Advanced.
No.
But this isn't OSFirstTimer
I
Advanced.
want to find something. I don't want to know how to do so. Well, I do want to know how to find the clock, but tell me how to find...
Yeah, you have to click the little triangle thing.
Well, application. It's an application. Oh, this just... You don't do anything in the search.
Just read. So it's telling you. You
I
clicked
don't want
application.
to. I basically
Well,
just
I'll be the
No,
SGI reader.
I wanted to be able to type in a search bar clock so that it then tells me how to find the clock, or it shows me where it is, as opposed to then reading how to do stuff.
Let's Well, I will read it.
It's not that I can't read. I can read, but...
You can find icons for applications that are installed on your system in one of several ways. Use the icon catalogue. It shows collections of applications and tools that are available on your system. To open the icon catalogue, I can't even speak properly,
Do we need
from the
that
tool
voice?
chest, find icon catalogue. Well, just find do what it says. If you don't want...
Where is the icon catalogue?
Well, where did it say? To open the icon catalogue... I can't read anymore. Just... From the tool chest, choose Find, then Icon Catalogue.
Okay, find. There's no catalogue.
There is.
Oh, yeah.
Icon Catalogue.
Find icon catalogue.
What do you see here on this screen? What do you think some of these things are, first of all?
They're icons.
Okay. What do you think, for example, this thing at the side of the screen is? What does that look like it would do? You don't have one of those.
Turn up the sound or turn down the sound.
Okay, have a little go. Show me how you might use that. It makes things bigger.
Oh, smaller. Oh, that's... Okay.
So it's like, what do you think of that, a little wheel that makes things bigger and smaller?
I'd rather just do that on the...
On the what?
I don't
do
know.
That with a mouse just... Okay, you think of a touch screen.
Yeah, that. Okay, well, that's
So
not
this is,
helpful.
you're in a category, as you can see, and it's called application.
Well, you'd assume that it's an application.
What other categories are there that it potentially could be?
Okay, it's not collaboration, it's not control panels, data demos, desktop tools, I wonder.
You can click it and have a little look.
Well, there's the calculator. Can we do... Oh, actually,
No.
there's the clock.
Yep.
Okay, got it. So can I take it now and then put it on my desk? Yeah, I can. Good. Stay there. And I'm going to prepare for the calculation task as well. I'm going to put that there. And then is there a document thing too? Well, okay, I can get out of this now. Okay, goodbye, close.
How did you know to do that?
Just wait.
No, can I just
That was
ask?
funny.
How did you know to do that?
Well, because, I don't know, there was no X up here, so I assume, well, a line might mean goodbye, close.
That was a
you know.
very natural, like, it's almost as if in a past life you'd been using this operating system.
I haven't been.
Okay. Well, I'll just
Okay,
let you know
can
it's
I
very
just-
similar to the way you close off, like,
Look
Windows
at this.
3.0, which you have
Raise
used.
and lower. I wonder what that does. Raise? Oh, no.
No, you click. No, you've already got an offer now.
Wait, oh, I just want to see what that does. Raise? Does that mean you can now grab it and raise it? Lower.
So it's raising, so for example, if there's a bunch of windows open all at the same time, when you click lower, it's pushing that window to the back of those windows, behind everything. But if you want that window to be at the front
okay.
of all the windows, that's all that was.
Okay, well, it's nothing really interesting.
You're all
Okay.
excited, like it would be floating around like
No, I don't know.
a bubble or something.
Yeah.
Okay, so what time is it?
That looks like it's 2 o'clock.
No.
Well, I've
Well,
clicked on it.
actually...
X clock. Well, where's the present clock if that's the X clock?
So there you go.
Do you understand? Where's the present clock if that's the X clock?
X clock is just a name like the, system is using something called X for
Okay.
graphical display.
Oh,
don't
just
really-
like Apple with iPhones and I this
No,
and
no.
I that. This is X clock, X doc, X
X-doc.
calc. Well, X doc for a document. It is. Is that the big hand there? That must be the big hand. So it is 4:45. Quarter to 4. But we don't know if it's AM or PM
It's
or what.
PM. That's Dodoid's time.
Okay.
Dodoid's time.
So is that in the afternoons?
Yeah, afternoon PM.
Okay, so it's 4 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
So it's 4 in the afternoon for him.
For him, yeah.
Okay, good. Well, it's... What is it for us? It's about...
9:52 AM.
Okay. So, goodbye clock. Close and exit. Aren't they the same thing?
There would be an explanation as to what these
Oh,
things
well, I'll just
are.
exit.
Okay,
Did
so
the
now
same
you have
thing
to
as
write,
closing.
save, open and delete a text document.
Can I just calculate?
No, you can calculate after that.
Okay. Oh,
These
now I have to
tasks are very
document.
strict.
Okay.
I'll give you a clue. You were pretty much very close to it before, when you were in that kind of all the programs and stuff. That's where you really access everything in this operating system. When you want to access a program, you go to the icon catalogue.
Here we are. So we've got Office. Soffice. Isn't it X-Office?
Right now on the screen, there's technically
Net
three.
it.
Yeah,
Net
there's-
it. So I can either net it or Soffice.
Or Jot.
I'll just jot. That'll do. Sounds a bit easier than the other two. Okay, so I'll jot. There we go. I jotted. Now,
Be careful where you aim that jotting because you could stop the recording.
now I want to, I'm assuming I go to File, save.
It's all Phil because your account wasn't working, so I had to
I'm
go
just
into
going
the
to
Phil account.
save. Oh, but then I've got to find people Phil.
User people Phil.
I do actually want to save it on the desktop. Parent directory. So what are there? Kid directories and parent directories?
Parent just means like the folder above the folder you're in. Child is like the folders inside the folder.
Right, okay. Please
Play a name for the file.
I'll just dismiss that.
What's the name going to be? Just type in a name.
File will do. Okay.
So
Okay.
where do you think that is? User/people/Phil. Is there a Phil folder anywhere or anything like that?
I'm just going to find it this way. File quick find. Yes, file quick find. I want to quickly find a file, and it's called. What did I name it?
I can't remember.
What file? I just called it file.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, help.
No, stop clicking help all the time. That's if you need help finding the file. You don't.
But I do. I wouldn't have typed it in if I didn't need help to find it.
You've typed it and look, that just appeared.
Is that the file?
Maybe.
Really?
Yeah, that's it.
Well, there we go.
So you typed. So did you notice what you did? As soon as you typed, look, this area here was blank. Let me
Yeah.
just show you.
Yeah,
Nothing's there.
So it
then you
brings
type
it
in
into the
file.
box.
It brings it into the box. You didn't know where it was.
No.
Then you simply click on the little file in the box, and you get right to
Isn't that
it.
so funny? It finds. But why is it when I typed clock? Oh, maybe I should have typed X clock.
So let's give that a little go. Let's say
Let's
you're
do
typing
X clock.
X clock, but this is file. That's different to an application, I would assume.
Oh,
there
but
it
it
is.
found it.
It found it. So
But
if
you
ty-
see, you need to know the name. That's what
But that's
it
a
is.
very useful feature, is it? If you know the name of something, you'd be like,
you know what's funny?
Oh, where is it?
This is good because it doesn't require another button to actually, like, you've typed the thing in,
And then you just...
and it doesn't require you then to type enter or help or whatever or search. It just finds it. You haven't even finished typing it, and there it is.
It appears, yeah.
Where that help for me is deceiving because it makes me think as if, okay, I type it in, then I press that so
To
it
help me
searches
find
it.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to help me find it. Okay, I understand
It's a
how
cool
it works.
feature, though.
Yeah.
I'll be honest,
So,
I didn't even know about that.
I found it.
I was going to get you to go through
found
the
it. I
file
found
manager.
the file. There we go.
Okay.
Okay, so now, calculate?
Yep.
Okay.
we
Oh,
go.
well, I've got two now.
Just...
I can do two calculations.
Your calculation is...
But wait. Oh, look, it's pointing. That's exactly what I want to point. What's this? Dig.
What's this?
What's this?
Okay, so you're going to calculate...
we haven't got rid of the dig.
Just
What's
leave
the dig?
I don't know what the degrees are. I don't know, something. But because it's degrees, we're going to calculate the difference in degrees between Sydney and Hobart right now.
Okay.
So, what's the temperature in Sydney?
It's currently 21 degrees in Sydney, Australia.
So it's currently 21. So you're going to be...
21, yep.
Yep. What's the temperature in Hobart?
It's 18 degrees right
Minus.
now in Hobart.
Oh. I don't need
Minus
a calculator.
one. Oh, yeah,
Equals
that's
3.
Yeah.
There we go. So you can only calculate degrees here. So it's 3
degrees difference between Sydney and Hobart.
Yes.
Which actually is a little bit odd. They're not usually that close in temperature to
No,
each
they're
other.
usually a bit
For those who
off.
don't know, we're
Hobart's
actually
colder.
moving to Hobart, kind of.
in a year and a
Yeah.
bit.
Okay, quit the calculator, and it's now time for you to change the desktop background.
Look, I still can't get over this close and exit. They're exactly the same thing.
If you look in the help, it will tell you the difference between those, I'm guessing.
Couldn't be bothered. Anyway, well actually, there's a microphone. Maybe if I speak into it, voice
We will
command.
use... Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
you forgot to delete that file. Remember?
Oh, well,
Save,
I have to find
open,
it
and
again.
delete.
Well, if I'm gonna file quick find,
See-
but you know what's funny? It's file quick find, but it also finds clocks and all sorts of things. So it just should be called quick find anything.
Now, what do you think you'll do here?
Well, you have to open the file first.
You can't
If
delete
I
a
cut
file
it-
while you're in it.
If I cut it and never paste
No,
it,
yeah, but you can't.
It's gone.
You can't do that while you're in a file.
I know. Chuck it in the dumpster. Yes. Why not? Put it there. Gone. Oh, it's in there. It's in there. There we go. I deleted it. And then I've got to empty the dumpster now. So
Can you just try and open that? Just see if the file actually still exists if you have deleted it. Get that? You can't actually
you can't open it.
Oh, you can. And it's still in user people fill, so I think it only copied it to the dumpster.
Oh, well, the dumpster has a copy of my file. So I actually have to find it now.
Yeah, so find it, otherwise you're just copying
Well,
it to the dumpster.
that's useless. It doesn't really find that many things. So I'm going to... So microphone, CD...
Do you remember what the name of the folder it was in was?
Phil, yes. There it is.
How do you usually delete a file on Windows?
forget. The weird thing is, I know when I'm in there doing it, but when I'm in something else, doing something else, I can't remember.
So you're not too confused. In Windows...
Maybe, I know.
Yep, that's what you do. You
right-clicked
on it.
And then, well, I don't want to, I want to remove it.
Yep.
I'm assuming remove is delete.
Give it a go. A file named file
exists in the dumpster.
Do you want to overwrite
Dumpster.
Because remember you made a copy of the file in the dumpster.
Yeah.
Now it's saying, wait, you're putting this in the dumpster. But it's already in the dumpster. So
overwrite.
Yeah.
So now it's in the dumpster.
That
but
just
now,
made the task a whole lot harder than it really was.
I'm just going to close that. Now I'm going to... Well, it's not in there now, I know. But I'm going to click the dumpster. It's
the file's
still there. So how do you empty? Action. I'm assuming... If I put them in the dumpster, I don't want to really access it, do I?
How do you on Windows empty the recycle bin?
Oh, wait a sec. So I'll just close this.
Just give it a go. Give it a go. See if it works.
Okay,
See if it's the same method as Windows. Now, there was something here that you might not notice.
Oh, it doesn't... Oh, you have to keep
hold
your
it
finger
down.
on it.
Yeah.
So empty
Dumpster.
Gone. It's empty. Oh, okay. So when it's yellow...
No, when it's yellow, it just means you've
It
clicked
means
on
it's...
it.
No, when it's yellow, it means something's in it, doesn't it?
No.
Oh, no.
That just means you've clicked on it.
Oh, okay.
And then when you actually open the dumpster, then you see files in it.
Okay.
And then you get out of it. Anyway, your last task is to change the desktop background, and after that, you are shutting down the computer. But once you shut it down, we've lost access to it, because remotely he would have to reboot it.
Okay.
Also, guys, don't forget to check out Dodoid's channel, because I'm leaving a link in the description, and he can tell you a lot more about this operating system we've got here and the computers it runs on. He's actually got quite a few old computers and stuff.
So is it Dodoid's hobby? Okay, well, check out Dodoid...
No, you just go on now. It's going to be too Dodoidy.
Dodoidy, okay.
So you're changing the desktop
changing the
background.
background.
Now, you actually might not find this
Desktop.
too...
Now, you can customise sounds.
I'm just gonna...
But I haven't heard any sounds so far.
Sounds can't come in remotely through this VNC connection, unfortunately.
okay.
He's actually hearing all the sounds at the moment.
Oh, he's hearing them?
He can hear them.
So, he's in his room, he's hearing all these sounds from his computer.
2 floors below him, actually.
But goodness knows what's happening.
Because he doesn't sleep in the same room as all these computers.
Yeah, but he's not sleeping.
Yeah,
It's 4 in the afternoon.
Yeah, I know,
Why
but
would
if
he be
he's
sleeping?
in his room, it's actually 2 floors. Just let's not talk.
Okay.
about
Background.
the layout. Very good.
Yes. And you know what got me straight away?
Yeah.
Citrus. Ah.
Just apply and just
Really?
see what it looks like.
I want actual thing, colours, mixtures,
Just
not
see.
just orange.
So that looks like this.
Oh,
With that little thing.
no.
Look at other things, because there
Look
are
at
some.
my face now on the I'm all orange. No, I don't like that. Doesn't look good for my complexion.
Okay.
Don't like it. Graphite. Well, it's a little
Just
bit.
give it a go.
Apply.
Have a look at a few of these.
That's a bit better for the complexion. Yeah, I like. Oh wow, I like this. This actually looks like granite.
Makes it hard to kind of see your
No.
icon.
I like
Just
it.
try a few.
No.
Just see. Come on.
Lunar pearl.
That looks like the same thing.
Midnight. Nah. Moorish.
Give it a go. Look at what that looks like. That looks very funny.
Don't like it. Nebula. Apply. Oh, I liked my other one. What was it? The one that I like, graphite, I think. I like that. Apply.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
It looks like you're on your kitchen bench top
Okay.
there. I like it.
Okay, there we go. We'll click close. Oh, we'll exit. There were quite a few things you actually could have, customized here. As you can see, there was the actual windows, icon views, and that kind of thing.
How can you customise the mouse? Oh, I thought it meant physically. Of course not.
So really, it's if it's a right-handed or a left-handed mouse and that kind of stuff. So it's not like what you were thinking of.
It's similar to Windows.
Do put yourself in kind of the feeling of it being in the kind of late 90s-ish, you're seeing this.
Well, let's just say it's pretty good for its era, I think. I just think it should have a clock immediately. But not a clock like that. It should have the digital, the numbers clock.
It does have another clock in this, but he said it doesn't work over VNC, so I thought I'd mention that to you, that there is another clock.
Well, it should automatically have a clock on the desktop to begin with. You shouldn't have to pull it out of something and put it in. But I have to admit, one feature I actually did like is when you were searching for something, you only had to type it in and it found it in that little box on the side, and you didn't have to do the extra step of clicking a button to search or find or whatever. But the help for me was deceiving, because I thought you type it in, then you got to click something, so it must be help because it doesn't say search. But anyway, once you know it, and it's good.
Fantastic. There's a lot more apps here, as you can see. See how I'm just scrolling through the apps here. You see image editor, music player, movie maker. It sounds like it's ripped out of Windows, actually.
Yeah.
Although movie maker is such a ambiguous name.
Okay, well, we had a little look of this operating system.
It existed from 1988 till 2006, although it didn't really change like this version you're seeing now.
Stayed the same all that time.
Let me show you something you'll even find interesting. If you come up here to, where is it, System, and you go to System Manager here, about this system. Here's some of the specs of this computer here.
Oh,
see how it
it's
says
got my
operating
name.
system, IRIX 64 release 6.5.
Yeah.
6.5 technically was actually 1998.
Oh, okay.
But that was the last major release. This is actually 6.5.30. They just, after 6.5, they didn't actually put the extra number at the end. Because it was just very minor things they were doing.
I understand.
So it's very much like an operating system from 1998, what you're seeing here. Anyway, I think it is time for us to pretty much finish up. It was not too bad. I mean, once you find the icon catalogue, it's not hard, is it?
No. Can you put the icon catalogue on the desktop so you can just click it to find things?
I don't know. I haven't tried to do that before. Remember, you're going to be setting up an operating system and giving Ben tasks next.
Not looking forward to that.
That's our next video. Anyway, I think
forward
I'm going to be honest, I can't do the task you just told me to do, putting the icon catalogue on the desktop. I tried dragging it. Look, I'm sure I could work it out if it is possible at some point, but at the moment I can't do that, I'm sorry. But you prepare yourself, because in the next episode you're setting up an operating system for Ben, then you're giving Ben tasks in the episode after that. So you've got to find an operating system we've never used before, and yeah, that should be pretty cool.
Just
yeah.
another question.
I was doing the final thing, and the music was going to be there.
Does
and
it?
everything.
Just in the back.
You messed up the ending.
Wait, I've got a question. If it's not Windows, if it's not Linux, if it's not Mac, what is it?
It's Unix based.
Unix is similar to Linux, isn't it?
Linux was made from scratch, but it was kind of made to be Unix-like. Like, Linux is so close to Unix that it's considered a Unix-like operating system.
Right.
But Linux was made by Linus, some guy in university in the early 90s, okay?
And Unix was
and then
made by
people expanded with all the
Eunice.
district. Look, if you really want to go, you can go to the internet here.
No, well, you can't.
We've lost connection, so I think the fact that we've just lost connection to
Okay.
this is now officially going to close off this operating system. Anyway, as she closes off this operating... No!
But
that
it says
doesn't-
close.
It doesn't exist. That's actually just... That's in the remote connection. You've got to close the operating system.
Desktop?
Yep. Shh, I'm doing the thing. Anyway, now as Diana closes off this operating system, don't close off... No, it's not log out. Don't close off this.
Why not? It should be.
I'm trying to do an ending, but I can't because I've got no script here. I usually have a script when I do my intros and endos, outros.
Well, isn't it? Look, just logging out is closing it.
No, you actually turn the computer off, shut down is what
Okay,
you're looking
down
for.
here.
No, not down there, because that would shut my computer off, not his remote computer off. Okay.
Or maybe he doesn't want it off.
No.
Maybe he wants to use it.
No, he will turn it back on, okay? He's got access to turn it back on. Anyway, do not forget to check out Dodoid's YouTube channel as soon as Diana shuts down this operating system.
They have got a lot of time. Because I'm not going to find out how to do it.
Anyway, we will see you next time in the next episode of I can't extend this outro out any longer. I'm trying to say goodbye to everybody.
Can I just put the desktop in the dumpster?
Yes.
And then it's gone?
Look, I'll give you a clue.
Oh.
System. Anyway, we will see you guys
Shutdown
in the
system.
next episode
Yay.
of OS First Timer.
There is no root password on this system. Thus, privileges are automatic. What is this? I'll just be very careful. It says proceed with care, so I'm going to carefully touch the yoke.
See you
very
next time.
Carefully. There we go. Still didn't do it.
When you shut down the system, you stop all running
Next.
applications.
Okay, no, okay. I'm carefully touching these
Please
things.
wait. shutting down the system, and shutting down this episode of OSFirstTimer. We'll see you next time on OSFirstTimer. There's too many OSFirstTimers. I didn't think it would take so long to shut down. Once it shuts down... Actually, you know what?
What?
It's not taking this long to shut down. We've lost connection to it, thus it's displaying this on the screen.
Okay.
So, in other words...
Technically, it is shut down.
In other words, we've come to the end of this episode of OSFirstTimer. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
What are you still doing here? The episode's finished. Nothing happens after the outro in OSFirstTimer videos. You just click on some other video now and post a comment or something. Seriously. You're still here. I promise you, there's nothing here, no more voices, just trust me. Close the video now, there's only blackness ahead. Okay, I was crossing my fingers when I made that promise. And you're still here. I don't know how to make it clear to you that there's no more content in this video left. Just close it off now. There's no hidden Easter eggs in the darkness, and no, they aren't made of dark chocolate, because there are no eggs here. Just turn off the video now. There's probably comments in the comments. This is probably why you're here. There's probably comments saying that there's some kind of secret at the end of the video. Those people are lying as part of some strange OSFirstTimer conspiracy. There's just silence from this point on. Trust me, the next few minutes are silence. Just listen. Okay, fine. You're probably still watching because you think there's some kind of reason going to be given for this darkness. You need some kind of closure or something. Basically, Sony Vegas 13 accidentally stuffed up for some random reason, and yeah, the black bit at the end of this video is here, and it's all over now though, so don't keep watching. There's no hidden Easter eggs coming up. In fact, some of you may technically call this in itself an Easter egg, but trust me, the egg is a lie, or if you consider this to be an egg, the egg is lying, but this is not an egg, and come on, it's not even Easter yet. Just close this video off now. You're kidding me! Are you still watching? Are you that desperate to move further into the darkness when I've told you so many times there's nothing here? Okay, well, if you're that bored and curious, I'll just put something here for you. What? Yeah, okay, fine, this'll do. Yup, that's the outro of a documentary I spent about 60 hours editing over on the Astral Phaser channel. It's about the history of console gaming, and it shows you a bunch of consoles from the Atari 2600, NES, Sega Genesis, and so on. So, yeah, go watch that now, go ahead. It's about an hour long, and it's packed with content. It's a lot more interesting than this darkness that you're seeing now. So just click on the screen now if you have annotations on, and yeah, you can watch it. Okay, if you're still watching by this point, I don't even know what to say. Maybe challenge yourself and see if you can find all 8 of my YouTube channels. One of them is a secret though, and I've told a few people who have found it not to tell anyone about it, so if you do find it, keep it secret until November 2nd, 2016. Then you can go telling people about it. Anyway, just close this video off now. Just do it. You just click another video on the side. It doesn't even have to be another OSFirstTimer video. I'm sure there's other videos there on the side. So just click on something, anything. Just even click the X. Even flick off the power off your computer. Well, don't do that because that's bad advice. That's bad for your computer. Don't just. Look, I'll just be silent now. The rest is I I've got my fingers crossed, but, you know, the rest is silence. So just trust me on that. Fine, okay, fine. If you will not shut this video down, I'm warning you, something bad will happen in a few seconds. So quickly close it. I'm giving you time. Close it right now. Are you still alive? Sorry about that, and rest in peace, headphone users. Anyway, you obviously aren't going to close this video off yourself now, so I just guess I'll have to do it for you. Goodbye.